Welcome to math class where math makes sense. Sure does. Welcome to math class where math's our friend. Welcome. Today we're doing the standard form of a line. AX plus BY is C. That's the standard form of a line. Please find your intercepts with me. Okay, here's our first example. This is super nice because they're all factors. It's an easy one, but that's okay. Sometimes learning stuff with the easy ones is helpful, and then we'll do one that's harder. Here's the lyrics. Plug in zero, cover up, and solve. Okay. If I'm trying to find my intercepts, I want to plug in zero for x. If I plug in zero for x, this just becomes zero. So I say plug in zero, cover up, and then you get a little mini equation. Your mini equation is 2y equals 6. So plug in 0 for x, you get 2y equals 6. We're going to solve it. Plug in 0, cover up. Now solve. Y is just 3. Okay, great. I'm going to start my little graphy graph. Okay. So plug in 0, cover up, and solve. Plug in 0, cover up, and solve. You're going to get your x, you're going to get your y. Plug in 0, cover up, and solve. So now I get a little mini equation. 3x is 6, so x is 2. These are my x and y intercepts. Why? Because when I plugged in 0 for x, I was left with y equals 3. When I plugged in 0 for y, I was left with x was 2. So I'm going to graph, plot those points, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 0. Okay, plug in 0, cover up, and solve. Find your x, plug in 0, cover up, and solve. Get your y, plug in 0, cover up, and solve. Plot those points, plug in 0, cover up, and graph your line. Okay, boop, boop. All we need is 2 points for a line. Now, I want to show you something. Some of your teachers, or you, or people out there, I know when I was a kid, I preferred solving this for y and getting slope-intercept form instead of this intercept approach. I just want to show you that everything has to be consistent in mathematics. And so if we did solve for y, we would get negative 3x plus 6, right? Watch those signs, watch those signs. For balance, make it opposite. So it's a negative 3x on the other side. Now we're going to divide everything by the 2. You get negative 3 halves x plus 3. Oh my goodness. Now we've got slope-intercept form. Start with our intercept. That's 3. Count our slope. Down 3, right 2. Look. Down 3, right 2. Yeah, the slope is negative 3 halves. Everything has to be consistent in mathematics. So kids, this is about the standard form, but remember that slope-intercept form, it does work too. Okay, let's do a different one. Let's do one where it's not all factors of the same thing. So I'm going to do 8. No big deal. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Plug in 0, cover up, and solve. Find your x, plug in 0, cover up, and solve. Get your y. Okay, I'll do this one first. So I'm going to get, right, here's cover it up. Little mini equation is 5y equals 8. Plug in 0, cover it up. Little mini equation is negative 2x equals 8. Okay, so y is 8/5. Do not be afraid. It's just a fraction. Math is with you. X is negative 4. I get my x-intercept and my y-intercept. Plug in 0, cover up, and solve. Find your x. Plug in 0, cover up, and solve. Get your y. Plug in 0, cover up, and solve. Plot those points. Plug in 0, cover up, and solve. And graph your line. Okay, there's x equals negative 4. 8/5. So a couple different ways to do this. What I like to do is I like to say, well, this is 5/5 is a single unit. 5/5, 2 units would be 10/5. So 8/5 is like here. Yeah. That's just one way to approximate. So I've got 5, 6, 7, 8. I am not all the way up to 2 whole units because that would be 10/5. And graph your line. There you go. Beautiful. And remember, if I solved for y, if I wanted to do this, just to show you that everything has to be consistent in mathematics, and I would get 5y is a positive 2x plus the 8. Watch those signs for balance. Make it opposite. Now it's a positive 2 on the other side. Divide everything by 5. I'm getting a positive 2/5 x plus 8/5. That 8/5 is that y-intercept, right? Up to right 5. I could also go down to left 5. Oh yeah. I'm like, that didn't work. I went left 4 because I didn't go a full down 2. Silly me. If you go a full down 2, you would go a full left 5. Okay. Everybody, have a wonderful day. Make sure that you subscribe, share, help me spread the math love, stream this song and all those line songs on Linear Love. You can find it out now on all major platforms. Thanks so much for spreading the math love. Hope you have a good day.